moving on to the quiz review for the short answer section. So what you needed to do was draw a model to explain the atom as we understand it. Label all the subatomic parts with names and charges. The one we worked with the most when you worked on your posters was the Bohr model. Okay, and it's usually easiest to explain an atom if you pick a sample one. Okay, so let's go with which one you like. Carbon, how about? Okay, carbon is one that only has 6 protons, so that'll be easier to draw. Okay, so let's start with carbon. Okay, let's just say carbon. And why not draw out the important numbers you need? Okay, so what do we need? 6 protons. Okay, we need an atomic number of 12. Okay, and let's throw the charges on there for decoration because that's what we see. Okay, so there's what we find on the periodic table. Okay, so the atom. Let's draw what's in an atom. If you remember the video with the pros and the real negative guys that you can review again on your own time, you know there's a nucleus. Okay, and the positively charged protons are in there. How many do we have? 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and just draw 6 protons in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, now we know we have 6 protons in the nucleus. Then, because we have 6 protons and it's a balanced, it's a neutral charge, because it's not an ion by itself, it's stable. Okay, carbon is going to have around the outside 2 electrons. Okay, 1 little electron, 2 little electrons. That's all you can fit in the first valence shell. Okay, so let's draw our next one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and these are all little electrons. Okay, so to label them, you might just want to draw a little arrow that says this is an electron. Okay, and it might be obvious to you that this is a little negative charge, but if not, just say that's negatively charged to really show you know what you're doing. Okay, and so for carbon, you would say it has 6 electrons. Okay, and while you're at it, let's label the protons. Okay, we have 6 protons, okay, in a carbon atom. Okay, and what is their charge? Those are positively charged. Okay, now we're forgetting something. We haven't put neutrons yet. Okay, so let's make sure we put neutrons. Okay, and how do we figure out neutrons? Neutrons are the atomic mass, okay, minus the atomic number. Okay, so this one was the atomic mass. Okay, this is the atomic number. So in this case, we're going 12, and you round it up or round it down, so 12 minus 6 is 6 neutrons. Okay, so what is a neutron? It has a neutral charge. It has no charge. Okay, and in carbon you have 6 neutrons, so why not just draw them? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and it's a great idea to label that you know that this is a nucleus at all. Okay, so let's call that the nucleus. Okay, and it said draw a model. How do I know which model this is if I don't label it? Okay, this would be a Bohr model. Okay. Continuing this information to use our table, we need to find something that has 53 protons. Okay, which one of these has 53 protons? Let's take a look. Oh, there it is. Iodine, 53 protons. Okay, so if it has 53 protons, that means it also has 53 electrons. Okay, and what is the atomic number? Also 53. Okay, we looked. What was that? Iodine. That's a simple I. Maybe put iodine for yourself, just to help you remember. Okay, and the atomic mass. That's this number at the bottom. What is it? 126.9. Okay, we don't round up here because that's what the atomic mass is. But to figure out how many neutrons, that's where we round up. So 126, okay, we're going to round that up to 127. We're going to subtract the atomic number, okay, which is 53, okay, and that equals 74 neutrons. Is it a metal, a non-metal, or a metalloid? Let's look. Okay, it's on this side of the periodic table in orange. Okay, so that means it's a non-metal. Okay, iodine is a non-metal. So let's write that down. If you're being fancy and you want to tell me that it's also a halogen, great. Okay, and that's the end of my videos on this quiz.